Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's been a few days. Just, life is busy, and I don't do this full time. I do it when I can. Anyways, just your first time to the channel, I'm Moline Dan, among other things. But, so, one of you viewers there suggested we try this stuff here. It's called muffler cement. Get it at my local auto parts store. It's made in the USA, which is nice. And it's got steel or iron in it, reinforced it says. It's for what we're doing. So Dad wanted to go the cheap route on this instead of buying a new manifold. And I'm not saying anything bad, you know what I'm saying? But the cheaper route, I guess. Budget, how's that? So what I'm thinking I want to do is we'll put it on here. From the factory, these didn't even have a gasket here. I was reading somewhere on that, which I think is odd, but that's the way it is. So I probably should have, well, here's what I thought. So I'm gonna put this on here, bolt this back together, tighten it down, let it set for just a little bit. Then I want to tap the holes for this in the block of the manifold and make sure those are good and clean. And then we'll mount the manifold on there and so on and so forth. So that's the game plan today. So I think that's something. So I don't think we need to put a lot on here, but I do want to fill in, see as many as I can get to fill those in a little bit. Oh. Try to make it, which that stuff seems like it's doing what it's supposed to do there. All right, let's fill in the bigger pits there. We'll put this on here. Just happen to have the I probably should get this stuff off my fingers real quick, I imagine. Okay, that one. And there's this one. Okay. Rain. Well, I shouldn't say it's raining out. Everything's dripping. You know what I mean? Melting and this. I don't want to say this time of year, but normally we're still frozen. So weight restrictions are going on. Counties around us, which you people in the south or somewhere warmer, we'll just say warmer climate areas, don't have to deal with weight restrictions. It has to do with the frost coming out of the ground on the roads, and so they call them weight restrictions, which is also a speed restriction too. Basically, you have to haul. Well, it's easier to figure half. You're only allowed to haul half of what you normally do. Some people think that's only for commercial vehicles, but really it's not. You could probably argue that in court, but I don't know how far that would get you. But anyways, I shouldn't be talking too much here. I gotta find the appropriate wrench. There it is. No, it is a half. So but actually in the county I'm in now, I live in, they're not on, but around they are. It has to do with, the frost coming out of the ground. The ground likes to heave, and I shouldn't say heave, it'll go up and down, and it's hard on the road. It kind of makes them, well, buckle and burst. Some of the asphalt can pop right out and make a great big crater. So that's why they do it. I mean, the intention is good, but apparently they think there's some frost in the ground. They only had a week or two of cold weather, but hey, whatever, it is what it is, so have to deal with it. What surprises me, there's some counties in the UP of Michigan which are already on, which really surprised me. So So you know, like the concrete trucks around here, now that it's above temperature, I shouldn't say around here, but they're only allowed like 2 or 3 yards is all they can haul. Instead of you know, I guess I won't say how many I know they can get in there, but at least 10 yards. In Michigan, they're allowed. You know, I think they can get north of that. Depends on how many axles they have. Michigan is not one of them states that, you know, maximum weight you can be is 80,000 pounds. No, if you have enough axles, we're more than double that. Legally, too, if you have enough axles. So, which some would say, that's why our roads are so bad. And some would say, it's because they took the railroads out all over. So, there's all kinds of things that could be. So, all right, there's that. So, we'll let that set there. And I'm going to do the same thing to these surfaces here, specifically the exhaust surfaces. We're going to try that. I better get that gasket out of there. I don't know if that's off of this one. I bet it is. No, there's one on there still. Oh, anyways, bad one. Okay. Okay, so let's, I'll find my tap. Okay, let's, I'm gonna move this light so maybe it isn't shining so much. There, man, that might be a little bit better. Okay, I'll take these back out. We'll save them for another day. All right. These are 7/16 by 14 thread, coarse thread, not fine thread. Come on, get it started. Oh, I probably should have put this on first. Okay. Yep. All right. Oh. Well, got news today that my boy Jacob has a job, well, yeah, it's a job interview for, well, we'll just leave it, the company right now out of it, but this week for an internship. So, and it's one of the smaller farm equipment manufacturers. So, I think that's cool. Wish him luck. He'll do fine. So it's I think he's probably doing an online or, you know, a virtual interview at least the first time, but so. All right, well, I'll get these all done and bring you back. Yeah, these holes are pretty clean, I would have to say. All right, back these back out. All right, there. Now I'll put this away. Let's get these on. These are 7/16. I believe 3 5/8 long is all they are. So. Trying to keep the glare off of you. So we're just going to double nut them for now. The ones I took out were coarse thread on both sides, but my new ones I got from the auto parts are fine thread on the outside, which that'll help with vibration anyway. So okay, at least they were the same length, so that's good. Guess I can just spin these all in real quick. Okay. Yes, I don't recommend you throwing them on the floor. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'll do that a couple more times and I'll bring you back. Okay, well, I'm gonna use a little bit of carb cleaner now to hopefully get rid of that. These, I guess we're empty. Okay, got some more. There. So I think I am gonna put just a little bit of RTV on the gasket to let it stick on here, which that's probably not necessary, but because the studs will hold the gasket in place. But I'm gonna do it anyways. All right. All right, there's one. Stick that on there. Okay, there's two. All right, just top back on. I want to clean this out just a little bit. I don't want any in there. So, all right. Okay, I'm gonna bring it back just a little bit here, but okay. So I just put some smear to that muffler cement, it's called, on it. All right. The clamps back on. I like it how it's not real super cold in here too. That's kind of nice. I want to get them all on first, then we'll tighten them up. Okay. All right, let's not go crazy at first. Kind of want that a little straighter than that. All right, that's just snug. All right. I don't know, there might be a torque spec on these that you're supposed to do. I'm just going tight, but not Superman tight, if you know what I'm saying. Because if you hear a ping, you know you went too far. And I don't need to do that on somebody else's tractor. Well, I don't need to do it on my own tractor either, but you know what I'm getting at. All right, we'll call that good. Okay, it's time to put Mr. Carburetor back on. I have a new, the air breather to the carb. This tractor runs so good there. I'm not even gonna mess with the carb at the minute. If we knew, that's not good. Don't recommend you dropping the carb on the ground. Okay, let's look at it here. Make sure I didn't, still got gas in it. I don't think I goobered up anything. Doesn't look like it. Sorry, Pops. All right. But anyways, I don't remember what I was getting at. Oh, this tractor ran so well, I don't think it's even necessary to mess with the carb for the moment, so we're not. All right, so I'm gonna hook up the governor shaft. That's what this one is. Or, well, it's the throttle. Yeah, that goes to the governor. So, okay. Can't remember what the 10A number is for the hose that goes right here, but it is still available through AGCO. I called one of my guys and he didn't have one, so I called the next one and he had one, so it is on its way. Oh, and I forgot to tell you too, my mother, of all people, told my dad that he needs to put a new muffler on his tractor. So guess what? I ordered a muffler. And guess what? She also said, put new seat cushions on there. So I did. So we're gonna put new seat cushions on this tractor as well. I wish my wife would say, hey, you need to spend the money on parts for those tractors. But anyways, so I ordered a set of cushions for it, and I figured, well, might as well order another set too for one of my 302s. So that means I have an extra upper rest, and I think I'm gonna put that on that M670. It's the same. So Hot diggity dog is what I say. So that is so we'll get that on. And funny, I ordered it. I kind of searched around and I was looking for a bundle of, you know, I had all the cushions together for that tractor, and I found them at Gen Sales. Gensales.com, I guess. They're not a sponsor of the channel. I'm just telling you where I got them. And I ordered them on Monday, and they came on Tuesday. So, and they're out of Minnesota, but that tells me that they have either a sister company or their distribution center is close by, because I had it the very next day. So, and it was FedEx too. So, whatever. Didn't bother me any. All right, that's a 5/8. I don't know if you've priced cushions lately, but they're not cheap. Yeah, they're not cheap. Okay, I'll put you over here maybe. All right, I'm putting the choke cable on. See if we can put this somewhere where it doesn't cause trouble. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I was supposed to haul a tractor for somebody this weekend, but with weight restrictions on, not gonna happen. So that doesn't bother me around here. The road I live on is what we call all season, which means they don't put weight restrictions on the road, which is kind of nice for me, but still gotta. And I guess where this tractor's at is it's a little ways off of an all-season highway, anyways. So I'm not taking a chance. So, all right, let's turn the gas on, because it should be good there. Should be good there. Excuse me. Oh, there's the screwdriver I was looking for. All right. Still got the clamps here. This goes on that hose that goes over there. But, we will put that on at a different time. Okay. We can rotate this back down. At least I thought maybe we could. Maybe it wants to just go one way. Well, I guess I'm going to have to loosen that clamp up a little bit before I break another one. Make sense? Okay. All right. I'm probably not going to start this tractor tonight, but I'm going to let that stuff set up. But we're going to get ready. Everything else is ready for that. And we got other stuff we can do around here. All right, we'll just, yeah, that's got to be close. There we go. These are, this hose here is different than the M670. These are more of a 90, where the M670 is a, I don't know if it's a 45 or 22 and a half or a 30, but it's definitely an angle, more of an angle, where this is a 90. Just FYI. So, all right. Gotta get this above. I loosened that up once. Didn't I say it was probably gonna break? Yeah, I thought I did. Okay. It's just a clamp anyways. We'll get a new one for him. I gotta, well, instead of hauling that tractor, I'm gonna help my brother. He's working on his 4650 John Deere. He's doing most of it himself. He just wants help changing wants to change our front seal on the 4-wheel drive. So I'll help him do that. Okay, let's put the hood back on. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna grab a couple more of my bolts that I normally use. Yep. Okay, cool. Those two there got some broken studs off, so we're not going to worry about those. Yeah, I don't want to run it too long anyways without that hose on there too, just because. One thing, I do want to check his air filter before we put the other hood back on. Let's do that after we get these all tightened up here. Oh, FYI, I am feeling quite a bit better. I'm still hacking up tennis balls, but you know, I might be exaggerating a little bit on the tennis ball part, but anyways, I am feeling quite a bit better. I think my voice probably still a little scratchy, but that's all right. Okay, here's that. Here's the new muffler I ordered him. It still has a 10A 7889. It was listed for a Jetstar 3 or a 445 Jetstar, I don't know, one or the other. Anyways, I think that's gonna look good on there. There, and we'll put a clamp on there. That looks a whole lot better than this big hunk of whatever. I might be able to reuse that flapper there. That thing don't even, oh, it's broke. Guess I could maybe fix that. Or just get a new one. There. Just needs to be spot welded back on there. All right. I don't know what that, I'll have to measure and make sure that that's the same size. Okay, let's go check that air filter. Okay. I don't like that. I like that light, but man, it makes a glare, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, let's see what we got going on in here. Hey, good news. It's in there. That's got a flamethrower coil on it. That tells me it's probably got a electronic ignition in it. All right. Boy, she don't look dirty hardly at all. Let's shake her a little bit here. A little bit in there, but I'd call that pretty good. That's a win there. Somebody took care of that. Could blow it out, but it doesn't even look that bad at all. So, all right, I do have another one sitting right on top of that one over there, but that's for one of mine. So, okay. Okay, like that. Let's see. Make sure that's out all the way, which I don't think it is. Oh, definitely not now. All right. There we go. There, I feel better about that. This didn't, you know what? Did this have that rubber gasket thingy where it catches all the dirt in here? You know, we didn't look at that. Do not use oil. Look, see? Dirt. Yep, I'm glad I remembered that. That's why they mark the top, because all the dirt collects in the bottom here. That's something to pay attention to when you're checking your air filter. Empty that out. Oh. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I keep bumping you. I like this tripod, but it puts you right in the way sometimes. But whatever. I'll deal with it. Not a problem. Okay, let's put the other side on. I was just tripping over it. Go. Put you back just a little bit here. So it needs to go forward just a little bit. Okay. I tell you what, you know, every tractor manufacturer, you know, had a series or whatever that I thought, man, that's a pretty tractor. You know, to me, it's the super series. I don't know, when they're fixed up nice, they're a pretty tractor. You know, if you have a different opinion on some other model or whatever, that's fine. But I'm just curious. You know, like you know, like the 66 series of International. I think when they're all done up nice, they're pretty. The 56 series, 06 series, to me, you know, oh, John Deere has a series too that I like too. The Oliver, I'm torn between the 50 and the 55 series. I know there's a lot of differences, but you know, it is cool. The 55 series, we know, with the headlights and the grill. Yeah, those are cool too. So that's all a toss up, I guess. And it's toward each his own. You know, it's, you know, what your father had or your grandfather had. That's kind of what you like. You know, that's how we got started in Molene's. That's what my grandfather had. And truth to be known, though, well, Grandpa, well, I'll have my dad tell the story probably a little better for me, than me. But anyways, back in the 40s, you know, the wartime, Grandpa had a requisition to get a John Deere. I believe it was a John Deere A. You know, and during the war, it was hard to get tractors. You had to get, you know, like I say, a requisition. Well, he couldn't get one, and he got a Moline, and that's how we got started. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Dad. Which I'm gonna let him tell the story. Well, Dad watched the channel, so Dad, next time we're together and we can do story time, tell a story. But I believe it was an R Industrial. And so I want an R Industrial just because Grandpa used to have one. I don't remember it. I don't know if my dad even remembers it. But and if I remember correctly, it did not have a loader. It was just an R Industrial straight tractor. But I guess. All right. Well, we got that part all done. Oh, I was gonna look and see if I can change that cap over real quick. That's 7/16 or 3/8. Anyways, that's how we got started in the Minneapolis Moline line. But on the farm, I shouldn't say but, on the farm, we've always had John Deere's as well, which, hey, you love them and you hate them, whatever. And the reason we always had John Deere's was we could get parts for them. So, I don't know. I don't think he's ever owned an IH tractor. A tractor I wish he did have back was that Oliver 2150. I will never forget that tractor. That tractor had diamond tread front tires on it, fender fuel tanks. That was, I don't know if I could ever, we have a picture of it with my brother on it, and that tractor makes him look pretty small. And I'm going to tell you, he was probably 8-9 years old, maybe 10, but he didn't hit his growth spurt yet. So, but I don't know. One of them tractors I remember. Dad used to have a 4150 white. I do remember that. Before that, he had a 5010 John Deere. Both of those tractors, I slept many hours behind the seat in those tractors. They both had cabs. I'd take my pillow with me and I'd sleep riding there for hours and hours and hours. At least that's what Dad says. I don't remember being that long, but I remember that 4150. It had duals on it, you know, like most of them do. It didn't have the great big, you know, super singles or anything like that. But anyways, I can remember something happened. U-bolt broke in the hub or something. I can't remember. I don't know. I can remember where it happened. Then I also, it seems like he had to replace those, was it the drive shafts in the middle there, the couplers or whatever, they go bad on those. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna fit. Okay, yeah, that doesn't fit on there. So I'll grab a tape measure. We'll measure that. I'm sure I can get one at the auto parts. I think it's 2 or 2 1/4. 2 1/4. Okay. Yep. I'll pick one of them up. Well, I better measure the bottom too. We're gonna need one of them too. 2 1/2. All right. You remember that. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. That way a guy don't have to remember. You know what you do? You take a picture of it. Camera. Boom, boom. All right, let's get closer there. 2 1/2. All right, there's that one. All right. There we go. Okay. So I'll pick up rain cap and muffler clamp for the bottom. Yeah. And cool. All right. Well, another piece done. So I think tomorrow we'll do that and we'll work on the seat. So yeah, I'll bring them seat cushions out. Yeah. Yeah, she's toast. Ooh, yeah, that's one of them cheap wooden ones. They're cheaper wooden ones. They last quite a while, but they don't like to be outside. So that'll come off easy. So I guess I didn't realize you still had all the knobs on here too. Yeah, tractor's in better shape than you think. So, all right. Well, I think that's probably plenty for this video. I see my wife's home, so we're gonna, here, I'll turn this light off. I won't forget, but there. That's pretty handy. I like that light. So, I think we'll call the video here. I'm gonna try to get better, or get back to, a video every day or a video every other day. Me being sick last week, that really put a damper on things. I did record it too. I do have the pump back on, the 950. I did have it running. But it's sucking air somewhere. It'll run for a while, then it quits. Then I gotta bleed all the air out again. So I think it's a couple things. I don't have enough fuel in it, probably. It does have that electronic pump on there. And I kind of think that's might be causing some trouble. I was talking to one of my mechanic buddy, Doug. He said, hey, you might want to try the fuel cap too. So it might not be venting anymore, so we're gonna try that too. But excuse me. So I gotta get some more fuel for that, and keep working on that too. I did record all that. I haven't posted it yet. So, but I did think when did I do that? I think I did that Sunday afternoon. I worked on it all by myself all day long, getting all that stuff on. So I did record it, so you guys will see that. But cool. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Yeah, we'll get back on a regular schedule here. Warmed up a little bit too, and we got lots to do. Kind of told myself already that I've told myself again. I'm not buying more projects. Not saying I won't buy any more tractors, but I don't want to buy too many more projects. I have enough projects. And even I don't think I'm going to buy any more projects right now to say ones that I can make money on. I've got some already here, so I'm gonna try to be smarter in 2024 about where my money goes. Make sure I always have money for parts or some kind of emergency or some kind too. That's just trying to be smart about things. So, all right, that's just my thoughts. So, hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.